Hi, everyone. The Lethbridge Hurricanes were in Prince Albert last night, and the Canes were trying to snap that nasty 6-game losing skid. We'll pick it up 1-1 when a Raider dump in here took a funny hop. Canes goalie Christopher Tighe caught off guard. Logan McVeigh was there to pot his 7th goal and give the Raiders the lead in the second. It's the Canes who catch a break. Jamal Watson gained the zone, went to center the puck instead of bouncing off of Mark McNeil. Game tied 2-2. Here's the Hurricanes' Jamin Jakubowski getting behind the Raider D now, stopped by Luke Siemens. Sam McKechnie followed up the play and buried his 12th of the year. Canes with their very first lead of this game. 90 seconds later, though, Leon Draisaitl's pass goes off a Hurricane defenseman. McNeil picked up the puck and scored on the backhand for his 12th. It's 3-3 still in the second period. The lead changed hands again. Sawyer Lang to Draisaitl to Jonas Knutson, or Jonas Knutson, whatever you want to call him. It's 4-3 PA. To the third, Colton Olenek forced the turnover for Lethbridge. He found Jakubowski for his 10th of the season, which tied the game up at 4. Lethbridge on a power play, and they took the lead for good. Jakubowski put the puck on net. Axel Blomqvist put it in the net. It's 5-4 Lethbridge. The Hurricanes would add an empty netter by Jakubowski to make the final score 6-4. Also last night, Kootenay scored 3 times in the third period and won over Edmonton in a shootout. And speaking of the ice, former Kootenay Ice head coach Chris Knobloch has a new job. He takes over as bench boss for the Erie Otters of the OHL as the team fired Robbie Ftorek today after 6 seasons. Well, it may be an uphill battle, but the University Pronghorns hockey team says they're still in the hunt for a playoff spot. The Horns are on the road tonight in Calgary to take on the UFC Dinos. It's the last weekend of Canada West play before the Horns, before the Christmas break. In each of the past 3 seasons, the Horns have been lights out in the second half. Head coach Greg Gatto says it's important for his team to finish the first half strong and look to gain ground on Mount Royal and Regina.
You know what? We're still in it. I mean, we win 2 games, and then we got Regina right after. All of a sudden, we're 2 points out of a playoff spot, and we get into the playoffs, anything can happen.
We just got to bear down here. It's gut check time for the boys. You know, we can beat Calgary. We just got to play harder than them, work harder. They do have the big ice on Thursday night, so we're just have to get the pucks and bear down.
Well, it's all how hard we're going to work, and are we going to block shots? Is our power play going to work? Is our goaltending going to make the saves we need? I mean, it's a lot of little things that have come at certain parts, but nobody's put it all together here. So can we get it all together and see what happens?
The Horns and Dinos face off tonight at 7 o'clock at the U of C. The Canada Cup of Curling in Moose Jaw is seeing a couple of prairie teams separate themselves from the pack. Both Mike McEwen of Winnipeg and Stephanie Lawton from Saskatoon had 3-0 records heading into this afternoon's action, and that's when the Lawton foursome was facing the Jennifer Jones rink. Minus Jones, who just had a baby 2 weeks ago. Lawton made the nice double here to score 2 in the 6th and take a 4-3 lead in this pivotal game. To the 8th end we go. 4-4 the score now. Lawton was sitting 1 and had to grab a small piece of the button for another point. Her draw weight was perfect. So was the brushing. A deuce for Lawton made it 6-4. In the 9th end, Lawton with her first throw, and it was a beauty. A run-back double takeout. The Jones rink would wind up taking 1. And trailing 6-5 heading into the 10th. So this match went right down to the wire. The Jones rink skipped by Caitlin Dawes was lying 1, and Lawton benefited from a little bit of a rub off that stone to settle in for shot rock. And 7-5 was the final for Lawton. She is now 4-0. The other undefeated rink on the men's side, McEwen, plays Kevin Martin tonight at 6 o'clock on TSN. Jackie?